Hey everybody, and welcome to Early Access Podcast episode 42. I am your host, Angelo, and yeah, it's episode 42, and I named it Haggis. I named it Haggis because the game I've been playing just came out yesterday. It's called Odalus: The Dark Call, and the main character's name is Haggis. If you haven't seen this game yet, it's made by this company named Joy Smasher, and it's like an old school 8-bit Castlevania, like Metroidvania style game. So it's a puzzle platformer exploration game. You got to collect different items and everything, and you make your way back and forth between the different levels as they unlock. You get like a wristband to push heavy boulders out of the way so you can unblock paths. There's like Icarus boots. I think it lets you fly. There's a couple other objects in it. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a really well done game. It's a nice homage to that style of game. Your Metroid, your Castlevania. They list Ghosts and Goblins, which, I could see where they get the similarities there, but me personally, it doesn't play like a Ghosts and Goblins does, but I could see the style as being similar. But yeah, it's got like 11 positive reviews. I think it's $14.99, or you can buy this and the Joy Smasher's first game, Onikin, for $15.95. So an extra buck and you get another game. And I think that game by itself is like $8. But yeah, if you like old school 8-bit Metroidvania style games, go check it out. It's really good. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of that. Other than that, everything else has been going well. Yeah, I know I kind of jumped into that, but yeah, go check out the website. There's been a bunch of new stuff posted. Holy Potatoes came out. Holy Potatoes, a weapon shop. I think I talked about it in the last episode, but I played more of that. Got a new video up. Same thing, first half an hour of the game though, but I got the audio fixed because now that it's a finished game, this video, I was able to actually lower the volume and everything. And it brings up a point that I wanted to make. So when Holy Potatoes launched, I want to say yesterday, let me see, a couple days ago, the 13th. So it dropped on the 13th. It over the next 24 hours or so, what happened was all the reviews that were posted for this game got downvoted, like pretty severely. Most of the positive reviews that were posted the day of dropped to less than 50%. Like approval rating, like did people find this review helpful? So I think there was like 6 or 7 at first, and then there came a whole bunch of negative reviews. I don't understand why. A lot of people just weren't happy with the way the game was done. They're just saying that it's one note and everything like that. I think people expect way too much out of their games nowadays. It's only $15. This isn't a AAA title. It's got a lot of character. It's got, a really cool art style. It's a simple game, yes. It doesn't have the deepest mechanics in the world, but it's a lot of fun. And the deeper you get into the game, the more it develops. The more you have to do to min-max it. I only played a couple hours of it throughout the beta and then into the release, but I did enough research to know about the game before I posted my review. And I do that with all the games. Since I, get the games early sometimes, or even if I don't, I try to read about what happens later on in the game. So when I write a review, it has a little more substance to it than just like, hey, I played 90 minutes of this game and I knew everything about it because I'm that guy. Yeah. No. So you got a lot of these reviews that are like, oh, the game's stupid. Because in the first half an hour or so, it is slow. You're getting, you're unlocking all your abilities. Not abilities, but like different parts of the game. The ability to send your blacksmiths to, go get you new materials to make better weapons for everybody. You're unlocking new worlds. Within the first hour, you probably haven't even gotten your first new blacksmith aside from the two you start with. So it's hard to judge these kinds of games from the outset. But thankfully, the public has responded, and everybody that came in after the fact has flooded the game with more positive reviews, and I'm very happy for these guys at Daylight Studios because they got me a copy pretty early on. They were super great with their updates to let us know like what was going on with the production and how things were going, and I'm happy to see that this game, which is a lot of fun, bounced back as far as the user reviews are concerned. So now it's 75% positive out of 116 reviews, which, like I said, within the first 24 hours, most of the negative reviews came in pretty hard. 0.7 hours, 0.6. This guy's got quite a bit of hours played, but 2.6. Less than 1.5, 1.4, 1.2, 1.8. So a lot of these guys, some of them have quite a few hours. So they're, this guy's opinion is that it's a mobile game, but whatever. But 0.3. So 0.3 hours got a refund. I think that's one of the problems of the refund policy. It affects everybody. And then you got guys like this who, don't even get into the game yet, and they're like, "Oh, 2 hours in, this is stupid," or it hasn't gotten exciting enough for me, which is kind of shitty because it's going to change the way games are developed. No more slow burn, no more leading into something. So do your research and try not to abuse the refund policy. But I liked it. I really liked it, and it seems like most of the player base has too. So go check it out. I also played a bunch of Marvel Heroes 2015. I'm sure you've played it. It's been out for, I think, 2 years now. It's a lot of fun. I just get sucked up into it. It's a lot like Diablo 3. So if you like loot-based, just top-down action RPG style games, it's just a dumb time killer. But it looks really cool. There's a lot of shit to do. They did a really good job with that game over the last year, and I'm impressed with it again. I've been having fun, so that's just me. All right, let's just run down the list of games that have launched since the last episode, in no particular order. So the first game is this game called Fatal Error, which came out a couple days ago. It's 3 positive reviews. That's all of his reviews. It's $11.99, which may be why it has so few reviews, because it's a twin stick shooter. However, the concept is pretty cool, but with the $12 price tag and being a twin stick shooter, I think it's a hard sell on most people. But so it's a 4-player local co-op twin stick shooter where you are playing packages, and you can camouflage with the other packages that are in the different levels. So there'll be unmarked boxes, and you can like hide within them. The one scene, like in the video that they show, is like there's conveyor belts with these boxes going down it, and the one guy had sat on it and camouflaged himself. As the box went down, one of the other guys came up, and he's like, "Boop, gotcha." I think the mechanic's cool. I like the idea of the camouflage twin stick shooter mechanic. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they have slated to be coming out with it. Go check it out. It looks pretty neat. I don't know if I would spend $12 on it though. Wait for a sale. So just keep an eye on it. Looks like they're looking at 4 or 5 months in early access, so we'll see. All right, next game, Secrets of what is it? Grindia. Um, 14.99, 100 reviews, very positive, 99% positive. So 99 of those 100 people like this game. I think this game looks awesome. However, I don't have time to really delve into RPGs like this. Although I may, because this one seems like I could get enough out of it in a good couple hours to sculpt an opinion about it. But it's so it's a top-down RPG. Looks like Zelda, like RPG Maker style. However, all the assets and animations look fabulous. Looks cute. From what I read about it, there's no like skill trees. You just have skills and you can build however you want. Pick whatever skills you want, which is really cool. There's crafting, all kinds of mini games. It looks super deep for an RPG of this style, like that old Zelda art style, or Grail, which is Zelda. But the art style looks, all the animations are cool looking. But with all those different mechanics built in, I think it makes for a different style of game. They're just taking a lot of things that you find in modern RPGs and just putting it into an old school action RPG, and I think that's awesome. There's also a fleshed out roguelike mode. Everybody, like all the reviews I read, it seems like the general consensus is that it's a pretty finished product. So if you're looking for a good RPG, it seems like this one is it. So go check it out. Also, you can download a demo, which I think has become mandatory. Maybe no, but a lot of games have been having the demos lately. This game I'm going to brush by because I don't understand it. It's called The Land of Lamia. It's got one positive review it's just one review. It's $6. The review says, good stories, good characters, they have charisma. Or charism. It's not even a word. Charism. The controls are unique and hard. You will have to move the two characters at the same time. So what was that game? Brothers? I think that's what it's called, Brother. Where you had to move both characters at the same time. So now I get a little bit more about it instead of glossing over this. So it's kind of like that. You control both characters at the same time. It looks like a 3D puzzle-solving game. If you like that style of game with the twin stick moving two characters at the same time, I like the idea of it, but it was never really my thing, so I just kind of gave up on it. But I know it makes for some unique puzzle opportunities by having two independently moved characters. So if you are looking for a puzzle game of that style, it's only $6. It is in early access. So go check it out. What do we got here? Up next, Drift 84. Now, it's in early access. Like, all the games I talk about that are coming out new are in early access, unless I mention otherwise. So this got 14 reviews, 85% positive. It's $2. $2.09 is 30% off right now, so it's usually $3. And it's an old school top-down RC racer. So it just looks like a top-down RC racer. Only problem is right now it only has a single player, so no AI, no multiplayer yet. But if you're looking to scratch that itch of like old school RC, like Pro AM or Pro Am, that's what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. A couple people bitched about it, how it should be like a mobile game or that it's not finished, but please read before you purchase things. That's all I gotta say. There's another space RTS. It's called Nomad Fleet. It's got 6 positive reviews. It is $12.74. That's 15% off the $15 price tag until the 21st. It's a space real-time strategy game. I don't know if there's like an item pack out there or something for these, but I feel like there's a new space RTS like every other day. It's really funny, but Yeah, go check that out if you want to play another space strategy game. All right, this game is called Caves of Quud. It's QUD. I don't know what the fuck that Quud, Caves of Quud, and so watching the trailer. Hold on. It's 23 positive reviews. Yeah, all positive. 9.99. Let's see what people have to say. You got a skin developer, roguelike mechanics. This guy's been playing it since 2012. Wow. Have you been playing it since 2012, or have you had it since 2012? I feel like that's the better answer. Synapse. What does this guy say? Traditional roguelikes. So for me personally, it looks like a combination of an old school like MUD, like multi-user dungeon, if you don't know what that is, which used to be like text-based RPGs. So you would just type what you wanted it to do. Everything was text. All your gear, all the interactions, all your fights, everything was text-based. It looks like they took that aspect of old school RPG and mixed it with a old school like top down dungeon crawler. So you're just moving up, down, left, and right, but it added like a graphical element to it. But it looks like it looks like it was on an old monitor. So it's got like the green key, like the green hue, but with all the text-based stuff. It looks really cool. It says it's like a deep simulation, retro futurism. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it's a roguelike indie adventure game for $10. It looks really cool though. This is another thing I feel like I see a lot anymore. It's called Revolution Virtual Play Space. Came out today, yesterday, the 15th. It's $19.99, and it's a big sandbox that lets you import or use the models to make, D&D maps or your own games. Like this has loot drop lists, so you can actually program all the monsters and everything. I think it's really cool. I don't know if it's worth $20. I know there's other games that do this out there, so I don't know. I'd have to get in there or read some reviews from people that have really gotten into it. But if you're looking for something to build your own campaigns for stuff or create your own, I guess like board games, kind of, go check it out. I don't know if it has any baked in rule sets like any of the D&D rule sets or anything like that. I doubt it. But it's totally worth checking out. If you're like a DM or something, go watch the video, go read up on it, and see if there's anything that I understand how it works. And the last game I got is called, Jet Racing Extreme. This has 4 reviews. I read the negative review, and it seems to hit it on the nose. 4 reviews, 1 negative. It's $2.49. It's half off, usually $5. And this is a jet racing game where you literally just try to go as fast as possible straight. You score points for like hitting jumps or spinning and stuff, and you can explode. And it kind of looks like an iOS, like a mobile game, just on a PC. The positive reviews are, it's a short, fun little game for $2.50, which is fine. This guy's calling out the dude that called it negative. But then he calls out the guy for calling it negative, but then he goes and says, it's a little early to call it a game. So I don't know what that's about. Let's see, what does this guy say? I was a man sitting in a pile of metal. Alright, so it's a joke review, which I'm not a fan of, really. Personal preference. I don't know any of these reviewers, like with the curated reviews. Not the curator, but the reviews that the developer puts in there. Game Player's Review, Hardcore Gamer, and Softpedia. I don't know who any of those are. But, it looks like a dumb little game that I'm sure is going to be competent, hopefully. every early access game doesn't get out of early access, so who knows. Um, but yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Don't forget, check out Early Access Media Podcast, earlyaccessmedia.com and earlyaccesspodcast.com. Actually, just go to Early Access Media. You'll find everything there. Yeah, you can go check out the new regular show movie trailer over there. Got the review for Odalist, The Dark Call up there. I got there's the recent Holy Potato video you can find over there on the YouTube channel, Early Access Podcast on YouTube. And as usual, click through the Amazon banner, helps me out. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll see you guys next. Today is Thursday. Next Monday. Have a good weekend, and hopefully something good comes out, so I have something to talk about on Sunday night. But until then, guys, I will see you and have a good weekend.